Welcome everybody, Work to Game. We're doing a little dragon questing right now, bright and early in the morning. Anyway, previously, having set out on a quest to find his friend, Brian arrives in the mystical mountain of Penglai, rumored to have some kind of link with the Luminary. Near the peak, he and Hendrik find the temple of Agrila, where they meet a young man called the High Lama, who with a glance knows our hero's true identity. He invites him to the High Hall to talk further. Once there, Brian learns how he would have come to the temple to train for six years, as all Dracilian princes have for centuries, if not for the tragic events that befell his home. He also learns of how the Grandmaster Pang, under whom he would have studied, is no longer living, having given her life to protect the temple in the fall. It seems Erdwin, the luminary of legend, trained here with the mage Morkant. It is now our hero's turn to take the field of discipline and walk in the footsteps of these giant myths and the giants of myth. Hey, good morning, Nez. How you doing? Up bright and early, I'm guessing. All right, let's see here. The High Hall. The Field of Discipline. Maybe the High Hall is connected to the Fields of Discipline. Alright, let's go in here. See what it's about. Oh, okay. There we go. Field of Discipline. Well, welcome to being off work. My day's about to get started. I figured I'd start it off with a little Dragon Quest. And then we get to work. Oh, nice. What's your alt? What are you doing there?
Welcome to the Field of Discipline. Since the Age of Heroes, many a would-be warrior has spilt sweat and blood upon these flagstones. If your karma had been different, this is where you would have trained under Grand Master Pang, like all the princes of Dundrasil before you. I have brought you here so that you might stand in the footsteps of your ancestors. An unbroken line leading all the way back to the Age of Heroes. Even your grandfather, Lord Robert, completed his training here. The memory of his achievements shall live long in the temple's memory.
His achievements?
Pang was a harsh master. With this implement, disciples whose efforts were lacking were given motivation, directly to their fundament. It became known as the Naughty Stick. During the course of his 6 years of tuition, your grandfather's right honourable posterior was paddled an unprecedented 10,000 times. The tale of Lord Robert's road to enlightenment lives on to this day. Every disciple knows that he must focus at all times, lest he face the same fate.
A legendary achievement indeed.
You are worried for your grandfather, yes? Do not be. Lord Robert overcame every challenge set for him by the Grand Master, and emerged stronger every time. The fall of the World Tree would not have been enough to extinguish one so resilient. He is alive. I sense it. Tonight there will be a modest feast in the High Hall to celebrate your long-awaited arrival. We would be greatly honored if you would join us. We may not be able to aid you as we would have done were Master Pang still with us, but in this respect at least, we can provide.
Awake at last, hmm? It is high time we were on our way. If the Grand Master was still alive, perhaps we might have learned something to help us in our fight against the Lord of Shadows. Sadly, it was not to be.
Nature of the naughty stick.
And the hermit? What news of him?
Forgive us, Your Holiness. The monsters on the mountain path were too strong. We were unable to reach him.
I see.
Your Holiness, is there a problem?
Yes, Sir Hendrik. I fear there is. You see, 2 weeks ago a hermit visited us, unannounced. Then just as suddenly departed for the top of the mountain.
Hey,
Hello?
Cain.
Whatever for?
That I do not know. The moment he heard that Master Pang had passed away, he ran from the temple. He was last seen climbing the path to the summit. The mountain has become infested with monsters, emboldened and strengthened by the rise of the Lord of Shadows. It is a perilous place indeed. This being so, I dispatched a group of disciples to return him to safety. As you can see, things did not go quite as planned.
I have trained all my life for a moment such as this, and yet I have failed in my first true test. I have brought shame upon Angri-La.
Might we be able to offer some assistance?
I thank you for your kindness, but you are guests here. I cannot ask you to undertake such a dangerous task.
A Knight of Heliodor does not abandon an innocent in need. These people have shown us great kindness. It is only right that we do them a kindness in return. Would you not agree?
Thank
Man,
you
these
from the
characters are
bottom
so
of my
freaking good.
heart, but I cannot allow you to bear this burden alone. I shall come with you.
Ooh.
We must depart for the summit of Mount Panglai without delay. After exiting the temple, we will take the path to the east in order to begin our ascent.
All right, let's do this thing. I love that they allow for guest characters. Actually, yeah, we're good. So, how are you all doing this fine morning? Summit Tunnel and then basically, okay, cool. And that opening clearing makes me just want to go check out what's in it. Oh yeah, treasure chest, baby. Staff of anti-magic. Cool. Whoa. I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna save before I do it. I was like, what? You know, oh, just monsters. Oh, a black dragon is hanging out here. Okay. Since I'm dragon questing, I might as well. Angri-La. There's a bed and a safe. This guy's got a quest for me. All right, man. 2:30 p.m. So you are out in Australia? 2:30 p.m. Well, no, it could also be Europe, I guess. You might have told me before, and I apologize for not remembering. All right, with it saved, I'm gonna go pick a fight with a dragon. Oh, cool, man. Northern Europe, okay. I'm gonna go with Sweden. I'm thinking UK, Europe. So, I mean, more than just Britain. Because otherwise, I would think Scotland. You a Highlander? The only country over there that I visited has been Sweden, so that's why I guessed it. Finland! I saw a picture of the map when I was in Scotland. I was like, there's this giant lake, or maybe that's an ocean, and across it is Finland. They said, yeah, we can get on a boat and go to Finland if you want. I was like, interesting. Dragon Smash. Oh, blocked. I totally just destroyed a black dragon. That's my first black dragon.
All is well that ends well.
Yeah. Fantastic. Dragon Rider. Yeah, it was in the summer and the sun didn't set up there, man. I don't know how you do it.
Victory is ours.
Get up. horse's manure. Yay. More dragon questing. Yes, actually I have Blue Dragon. It's on my Xbox. Blue Dragon's very Dragon Questy. You know. Yeah, and then I have Lost Odyssey, which is fantastic. Did you ever play Lost Odyssey? True. Please be Rab. Oh no, I guess not. It could be Rab. You could just be really skinny. I'm going to just rest. Really? Oh, dude, do you have an Xbox or an Xbox 360, Xbox One or Xbox 360? It's probably the best Final Fantasy game to come out last year, last gen, when you look at it compared to 13. It's done by Mistwalker. It's literally the guy who invented Final Fantasy made Lost Odyssey. This biggest weakness with load times, especially on 360, but you can actually download it now, like on the Xbox One, and it's snappy. You can also download it for 360 as well, but it's like...
It seems we are too late. Is this the hermit we came in search of?
Yeah.
Unfortunately
probably
so.
fine.
He was in deep meditation when he breathed his last. I am glad at least that he was prepared to meet his fate. But that posture, it is awful. Uniquely awful. I know it from somewhere.
Huh?
Huh, it is Rab.
Incredible! Issue 1 of the Ogler's Digest. And mint condition. Indeed. It seems our friend here made his peace with the world before departing. This, at least, is some small solace. Huh? But this is one of the royal treasures of Dundrasil. Why would a lowly hermit have such a... Oh, by the skies! Can it really be...
Lord Robert!
Your grandfather was Master Pang's most fervent disciple. Can he have chosen to follow his mentor to the next life, perhaps?
That was fantastic.
No, he is still breathing.
What?
His spirit hovers in the place between life and death. It is only a matter of time before he passes the point of no return. But there may yet be a way to save him. If you were to follow him into the void, you might be able to bring him back.
But how? Is this even possible?
The ancient teachings tell us that the summit of Mount Panglai stands at the crossroads between this world and the next. If you will permit me, I can perform an ancient rite that will send you to the place between worlds. But it is not a decision to be taken lightly. Once that place is entered, there is no guarantee of return. Well, will you take that chance? Will you visit the Void and bring Lord Robert back to us? Very well. I will prepare for the ritual. Tell me when you are ready, and we will begin.
I read it for the articles.
It is time to depart for the place to which every soul must go, but from which few ever return. It is time to perform the rite.
What is this foolish dance? What manner of ritual is this?
Another wandering soul drifts into my domain. Welcome, child, to the end of your journey. Destiny is cruel indeed to send me one so young. This may be a fruitless question, given the vacant expression you wear, but do you know what fate awaits you here? He is wise beyond his years. An intellectual giant. I must return to the world above and tell everyone I met such a marvel. Do you think me a fool, boy? Do not pretend. There is no need for pretense here. You are ignorant. This is as it should be. Let me unburden you of at least a little of your ignorance. I will explain in simple terms that even an idiot may understand. As you see, this world is a blank slate. It is a place of nothingness. Before Yggdrasil fell, departed souls would come here before returning to the World Tree. But now that the tree is gone, it is a place with an entrance but no exit. A dead end for the dead. A spiritual cul-de-sac. What I'm trying to tell you is that you will never leave this world. Before long, your soul will dissipate and be lost to the void. As long as the cycle of souls is interrupted, all who die will suffer the same fate. Until at last, the Lord of Shadows is the only one who remains. This is your destiny. Accept it, for you cannot change it. Or do you cling to the vain hope that the heart of Yggdrasil may be recovered from Mordegon's clutches? If you do, you are a fool. And yet, you would not be alone in your foolishness. There are others who refuse to accept that all is lost. Some people just don't know when to give up.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Did you think that he chose death out of a sense of despair? You could not be more wrong. He came here with hope in his heart. The hope that one day he will defeat the Lord of Shadows. Your grandfather came to find me so that I might teach him the last of my secrets. You know who I am, of course. Foolish child. I am Pang, Grand Master of Angri-La. Your grandfather's teacher and tormentor. Do you see the magic circle that surrounds him? The precise pattern of movements draws energy from the ether and channels it to create the Mandala of Yggdrasil. This is the final secret.
Yeah.
He has been flailing away like this ever since he arrived here. It is not good for him at his age. But when the Great Sigil is complete, he will have mastery over a power not seen since the Age of Heroes. Get out, Knight! Don't you dare give up now! I'll beat your bottom black and blue, I swear it!
Oh!
Well, would you look at that? Perhaps he is not completely
Yeah, exactly,
useless
Angel.
after all.
That's exactly what I was just thinking. Kamehameha.
Hey! Did you see that? I finally did it! Oh, it was beautiful!
Yes, very impressive. I thought you had gone soft in your dotage, but it seems you still have some guts. Well done.
Jinx! Grandmaster Pang! Was that praise? Hoo-hoo! For the first time in my long life, she's actually paid me a compliment. Oh, that's warmed my cockles more than 100 nips of the hard stuff.
Perhaps if you could stop congratulating yourself for one moment and squint beyond the end of your bulbous nose, you would see we have a visitor.
Oh my! Is it really you, laddie?
That's hilarious.
Och, not you as well. Your poor young life snatched away from you. It's not fair. It's not fair, I tell you.
Oh, stop your sniveling. The boy is alive.
He's what? But what's he doing here then?
I've come for you, old man.
He and his friends found your body and sent his soul from the world above to bring you back.
Ah, really? But I only came here to... And you went to all that trouble. As you can see, I'm perfectly fine. Finer than ever, in fact. Now that I've learned the final secret, you and me are going to be unstoppable. Come on, let's get back to our bodies and show that Lord of Shadows what we're made of.
I believe it is.
Stop right there! Where do you think you are going?
I can't thank you enough for all you've done, Grandmaster. But now that my training's finished, I need to be on my way.
Finished? Oh, but we haven't even begun. Honored Luminary, if you would like to follow me. Your grandfather has mastered the last secret of Angri-La. He now has the power to send enemies straight to the Beyond. It is a technique first devised in the Age of Heroes by Morkant, brother-in-arms of the Luminary of Legend. For you, I have a technique no less impressive. An attack of such incredible power that it can tear through all 4 dimensions. It was devised by Erdwin himself during his training with Yi, our first Grand Master. And it will give you strength beyond reckoning, Luminary.
Well, that can't be a bad thing. Me with Morkant's spell and you with Erdwin's attack. We'll be unstoppable.
If you can master it.
The game is
None
filled
since
with puns.
Erdwin has been able to do so. The training you must undergo to acquire this power will be more intense, more relentless, more excruciating than any you have faced before. Well, do you think you have what it takes to endure this most trying of trials? I knew you would make the right choice. Now, let us begin. The first step is to focus your mental energies and call forth a blade of pure light. Hold out your hand and try. As good as can be expected for a first attempt. The heat of battle should help to speed you up a little.
Battle? You mean you're going to fight him? Oh, no, the poor lad's not ready.
Me? Why would I rumple my nice clean robe when I have you to do my dirty work for me?
What? You're going to make me fight my own grandson?
Who better, Lord Robert? You have mastered all our secrets now. There is no one better suited to the task. And besides, I've always wanted to see 2 princes of Dundrasil battling it out. Let me know when you are ready to begin.
There we go.
Before we continue, allow me to give your grandfather an unfair advantage. All in the name of speeding up your training, of course.
Oh. 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 Oh, aye! I've not felt this alive in decades! Let me at the little blighter!
That's the spirit. Don't hold back. Show him the true power of our last and greatest secret.
Just you watch me.
Luminary, prepare yourself. Beat back the onslaught and unleash the technique if you can. The more you use it, the stronger it will become. You must practice until it is perfect.
Here I come, laddie. It's time to show you what this old man can do.
Oh, well, I guess it's Quadra Slash. See if this even has any kind of impact. Whew.
This'll make your blood run cold! I almost feel bad about this.
Oh yeah, I typically am.
Let the darkness consume you!
Yeah, I typically am. I haven't really found too many fights that I need to actually engage with, which is fine. It's like, no hands.
I almost feel bad about this. Freeze!
Oh no, here it comes. Burn gates.
This'll make your blood run cold!
Get out of here. Take him, Doc. Come on. Jeez Louise. Just gonna keep some of the shadows. It's like it keeps getting more and more powerful, so. And I got experience in gold in the World of the Void for that.
Oh, yes. Wonderful. I couldn't have beaten him more soundly myself. I must say, I doubted you had it in you. But you have proved me wrong. And for once, that is no bad thing.
Yeah.
The power of the technique comes from your heart. Hone that greatest of weapons, and none will be able to stand before you. Now, I think it's time we peeled that old degenerate off the flagstones, don't you?
You beat me, even with the last secret of Angry-La in my side. Oh, I can't believe how much you've grown, laddie.
You weren't too much of an embarrassment, no. Perhaps I finally have a disciple worthy of the name.
Oh!
So this is where you have been hiding.
Wait, I know that voice.
Mordegon.
Sniveling worms. You thought to escape my clutches by cowering here in this ruined world. You have only delayed the inevitable.
No! Ah! Curse you! I had thought your powers could not reach us here. It seems I underestimated you. So inconsiderate. There was one last thing I wanted to teach you. Fine. It seems we must do it the hard way. You two will just have to learn the ultimate ability here and now. Or die trying.
What? So the last secret of Angry-La wasn't the last one? And Quadra Slash wasn't either?
Of course not, foolish man. There is another. A supreme skill devised by Grandmaster i.e. one that Erdwin and Morkan performed together. Well, don't just stand there. Combine your powers. Revive the technique that was lost to us so long ago, so that I can die happy.
You dare to resist me?
You must do exactly as I say. Exactly when I say it. We have only one chance. Robert, do not think. Act. Use the technique I taught you. Quickly!
Yeah!
Now, Luminary! Unleash Quadra Slash! Yes, the last and greatest of all the secrets of Angry-La. The technique to end all techniques. Solar Flare!
He is back with us. But he is greatly weakened. We must get him to the temple right away.
You are finally awake. Good. I feared you had suffered some lasting injury. Lord Robert awoke a short while ago. He's outside speaking with the High Lama. We should join them.
Oh, hello there, laddie. Better late than never, eh? What are you staring at me like that for? Is there something on my face?
It is your physique, Lord Robert. You were a good deal slighter only a short time ago.
Oh, that! Nothing a good breakfast couldn't cure. Aye, the Grand Master put me through worse on more than one occasion.
Lord Robert has told me what came to pass in the Void, that you met Grand Master Pang, and that she trained you in the ancient arts. I hear that you were even able to master the ultimate abilities of your ancestor Erdwin. You have my congratulations.
And I hear that I owe you a debt of thanks, Sir Henrik, for looking after the boy here while I was away.
Please think nothing of it, my lord. It is the least I could do to make amends for all the wrongs I have done. Indeed, I feel I must apologize.
Ah, don't torture yourself over it, son. We've all been pawns in Mordegon's game. You've nothing to apologize for.
Thank you. Truly. What do you intend to do now? We had hoped to find guidance here in Angri-La, but alas, we find ourselves at an impasse.
Well, funnily enough, I was just thinking about something Grand Master Pang told me. She said old Erdwin used a very special form of transport when he went after the Dark One.
And it's a 100-hour game.
Some sort of sacred flying contraption.
Whatever could that mean?
I think there's the end game, like beating the game, and then there's the post game.
I didn't get the chance to ask her any more about it. But it sounds like just what we need to get up to that castle and knock Mordegon off his perch. As for our old friends, none of them were exactly the giving up type, eh? If I'm still alive and kicking, you can bet the rest of them are out there somewhere. So, what say we head over to Arborea and keep an eye out for our pals on the way? If this flying doodad's supposed to be sacred, the folks over there'll know something about it for sure. There's no time to lose. The longer we wait, the stronger Mordegon gets. So, let's get going.
Yeah, we gotta get the band back together. Yeah. New panels have been unlocked in this character builder.
Honored Luminary, we disciples of Angri-La will do all that we can to aid you in your preparations to take on the Lord of Shadows. We have even devised a special training regime for you. Visit us again soon. We will stand ready to help you hone your powers.
Aye.
Yeah. All right. see here now. For Arborea. Go ahead and get myself a mount, why not? Yeah. Does he not have a weapon?
Ah, not bad.
Nothing. Okay. I was like, what the heck?
Another day, another...
Oh, missed this treasure chest coming up. Dragon's Banes, one Bane's Dragon's Shield. Nice. Yeah, that's what I definitely agree. Now, as to how I do that, that's yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure I try to get everybody back. Time to, I guess, explore. You know, just I don't know if it's gonna be down on the way to the next location, or if I have to go, out and about. Yeah, because each XP, yeah, that's definitely the XP they're not getting. But I love that you can see the enemies in the open world. Like this, it completely changes Dragon Quest. Because now it's like, yeah, you can kind of run and explore and dodge and weave. Or in that case, not dodge. Yeah, I figured as much. But thank you. Yeah, appreciate the tip majorly. Because it's like, oh man, what am I doing?
Our triumph was never in doubt.
Hendrik, like, I feel like this game is a game of characters competing for best character. Like, that's how good the characters are in this game. Let's see if I can craft any of that dragon stuff that I found. Hey, good morning, Maddie. How you doing, sweetie?
Good.
Wanna come here?
Yeah. Did you find it?
Did you sleep well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I rub my eyes just in case.
You can rub your eyes. Is it too bright in here?
Yeah.
Full plate armor, dragon mail. Missing some dragon hide and mithril ore. Cool. Okay. Well, yes, exactly. Like every character is competing for character of the game, and now even with Hendrik now, like I love his story arc. It feels like they're just, I mean, well, I wouldn't say real, but they're fleshed out. They have, I get their story, their motivations. I'm rooting for them. Like, some of the problems I've had with some stuff is like who am I rooting for? Like, and that's why, like, you okay, kiddo? So I like I like musicals in my life, but the musical Chicago I didn't much care for because there weren't any characters that I felt like I really wanted to win. And that's what people say. It's like, oh, that's exactly what's happening there. It's like, okay. So there's Port of Valor. Let's see here. I guess I should go there. I mean, the question, I guess, is like if Eric's back at Heliodor, like if it's like, do I run into them where I met them originally? You want me to fight that guy? All right.
Okay, I know.
Isn't that cool?
Victory
That's
is ours.
Lord Hendrik.
Is he helping us?
He is.
Is he wanting to fight?
Yeah, that's what I was like. I wasn't able to get around to certain places. Oh, can I get past through here?
What did he say?
He says we can't get through here. It's been blocked off. Okay, so that's good to know. I guess the Champs Suave. I don't know if I've been to this camp. I just want to make sure I unlock every camp. So it's like for zooming.
I don't unlock every camp.
For me, it means I'm going to hit save and I'm going to rest at the camp. You got the wiggles? Do you need to go potty? Have you gone yet this morning?
Yeah.
Well, no, go quickly. You come back, okay? Let's play some more video games tomorrow, okay? But you gotta quickly go.
Why is he helping us?
Because he's a good guy. I don't know. Like, maybe I did. I'm just saying, like, it's been a couple days since I played. Alright, so... Ooh. There's Phenomenon. Here's the Eerie. So I locked this before the disaster, but I doubt. So I'm going to just get each one. You back? Did you wash your hands?
Yeah.
I didn't hear the sink. Go wash your hands. How did you do that without, like, I didn't hear the same. I guess you're good. Why don't you go dry your hands because they're wet?
I did.
Well, then why your hands would be dry if you dried them. Go. Do you need a towel? I think there's a towel on the back of your door.
Wait, that other way.
What other way? This way?
I want you to ride the horse.
I just was on the horse. We're going this way though.
Why?
We're trying to find all our friends
Why?
because they got lost. Is Annie awake?
I think so.
Yeah. All right, I'll get her up. I'm gonna go here.
Yeah, let's go find our friends.
We gotta find all our friends.
Where are they?
That's a good question. All right, guys, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna see if I can get Annie up. Alt tab. There we go. Be right back. There we go. Alright, guys, we're gonna...
Go in there.
I've got a lot of mini medals. I haven't exchanged any of them, though. I just kind of collect.
We have to find our friends in there.
Yeah?
Do we have to find our friends in there?
Maybe. I'm gonna come up here and see if... I think there was a say... Oh, they got a quest. Glam gear for go-getters. I think I'm nose. Betray me. Yeah, I still need to turn in that crafted weapon. One gear for her. Scratching the chin. Save. And then yeah, I need to do some metal turns, but I'm gonna take a break real quick. I'm gonna get some work done.
There might be no saving spots.
Oh, saving spot right here. Cool. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up for a little bit. I'll probably be back later. Depends on how much work I need to get done today. But I'm gonna go have some coffee.
Can I play?
Can you play?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me load up your game. Okay.
No, I want to play that game.
Yeah, I'll load up your character.
What character?
Your chicken princess. Chicken princess.
No, one. Yeah, I need to find all my friends.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'll see you in a bit.